What's going on, everyone? It's time for an action film review. Today we're going to talk about Boss Level. It was released February 11th, 2020, and it was directed by Joe Cranahan, who did films like Shadow Force, Chop Shop, Battle Ready, and Stretch. This had a budget of $45 million. So this is a action film about a former agent who wife and is working on a secret project, and he ends up waking up and fighting all these assassins in the same day. And when he dies, he wakes up and boom, he has to redo the day again. So amidst all this, he realizes he needs to get to know his son more and uncover why it's happening. So little clues throughout the time, each time he gets up, leads him on this perilous journey of getting to know his son and figuring out what's actually happening. So this is a type of film that's been done quite a few times before. You have Happy Death Day, Palm Springs, which I reviewed a little while ago. You have tons of movies. This is starting to become a big trend, and boy, is it getting stale. This is probably one of the most dull films ever. The action scenes, when you first see them, are good, but when you watch them like 8 times, it kind of gets dull and stupid and dumb. And it was kind of annoying. And yeah, the acting in this is not too bad. There's Mel Gibson plays in this, but they definitely didn't utilize him very well. He kind of just plays your typical stereotypical bad guy, but obviously he's a red herring, and then there's someone else also involved. But it's a highly predictable film. The CG in it is a little cartoony and not as good as some might think for a $45 million budget movie. But yeah, the music wasn't too bad, and the cinematography was very odd in this. It definitely, they try to make it a comic book sort of feel, but it kind of just makes it look even more cheapish in a way. There's some annoying characters, some good characters, and overall I thought the film was just repetitive and dull. It's the same old, same old. Also, the time jumping where you can go back to when he first started. Let me to explain stuff. Why can't they just make things cohesive in these films? It's so annoying. And instead of time jumping, it just screws everything up. And yeah, I was not a huge fan of this movie. I thought it was okay at best. And yeah, it has some cool car chase scenes and stuff in it, but when you see the same things over and over again, it kind of gets dull and stupid. They kind of tweak it a bit so he ends up like outsmarting them once he's done it 150 times. But still, you probably could have did that when he's done it like 2 or 3 times. But yeah, overall, Boss Level is your stereotypical type of movie in this situation, and overall I thought it was just okay at best. So I'm gonna give Boss Level a 2.5 out of 5. It was all right, but there's definitely way better ones out there. I'm much rather rewatch Happy Death Day and stuff like that than watch this again. So if you do want to check it out, I'm not sure where it's streaming or anything, but I'll leave link the trailer down below, so you can check that out. Also, link down below is my Instagram, so I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my stories. You put the film title in there and some fun fact or history thing in there as well. Also, my Letterbox down below at Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating after watching the films, and my Twitter's down below at reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms, stay in loop with this channel. Like this video, share it so more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. If you have any films or film franchise in any genre and on any streaming service that you want to hear my opinions on in future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. Also, make sure you subscribe. Hopefully we can find something weird, obscure, and all they probably never thought of checking it together. And also, so you hear my opinions on popular films that have come out, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell, because we're actually going to do a somewhat better film, a fantasy adventure creature feature, Clash of the Titans from 1981. So make sure you tune in for that. Watch out for all those evil people trying to make you relive and die every day. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.